Sure, I'm ready. Come on up, please. Page 2.
Judge, you ready on that one?
Yeah, Blewett. Blewett. Good morning, Ms. Blewett. Ma'am, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, ma'am. Okay.
Thank you, Judge. On March 31st, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, officers were dispatched to an assault and progress call. The officer met with complaining witness 1, who stated that he, the defendant, and the other complaining witness were in a polyamorous relationship. The first complaining witness stated that the defendant had sent numerous texts and calls and showed up unannounced at the residence. The first complaining witness stated the defendant had struck him in the face while the defendant had a phone causing pain and a tooth to become loose. The second complaining witness stated the defendant arrived at the residence, and while complaining witness 1 was trying to calm down the situation, the defendant struck complaining witness 1 in the face, and in the process of breaking the fight, the second complaining witness was struck on the shoulder, causing pain.
But we only have the assault on the gentleman, correct?
The assault's only on the, I'm sorry,
The gentleman.
I believe so,
You
yeah.
only got one count.
Yes, you're going.
Okay. Ms. Blewett, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you, there's a protective order that has been issued in this case. You need to get to know it. If you do something to violate the protective order, the state can and probably will file additional charges against you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm ordering you not to have any contact with this person and not to be in possession of any weapons. If you violate this, I will revoke the bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you, man. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
Court appointed lawyer, court appointed.
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer? Okay, I can have you fill out an application. I'll take a look to see if you qualify. I need to know everything about you, how much money you have in the bank, how much money you work, and I'll take a look if you qualify. I'll have you sign a receipt. Victoria, Deputy Miranda is going to give an application, and I'll have you take your seat in the jury box. Do not leave until you sign our bond condition. Can you file no contact, no weapons, please?
Yes, sir. So no contact, no weapons.
Yeah.
All right, Judge, next is page 3. Delane. Come on up.
Good morning, Mr. Delane. Sir, you're charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. On March 31st, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer responded to a trespass at a gas station known for being a drug trafficking hotspot. Law enforcement officers witnessed surveillance footage of the defendant making multiple hand-to-hand transactions and throw something in his vehicle when the law enforcement officers originally approached the gas station. The law enforcement officers detained the defendant and approached the vehicle and witnessed 2 sacks of marijuana on the passenger floorboard area in plain view. A probable cause search was carried out, and the officers identified the 2 sacks on the passenger floorboard as marijuana. The total weight of marijuana was 76.37 grams.
Okay. Mr. Delay, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you not to go back to this gas station. Do you understand? I'm also ordering you now not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, I will put you in jail. Do you understand?
Good.
No more slinging. Do you understand? What do you do with yourself these days? Do you have a full-time job?
I'm doing application right now. I have an interview tomorrow.
Good. I'm bringing you back in 2 weeks, and I want to see that you have a full-time job. Do you understand? If you come back and you've done nothing, it's not going to go well. And I'm telling you, I'm going to drug test you within the next 50 days. If I find that you continue to use, it's not going to go well for you. You understand? All right. Did you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer? Okay, Deputy Miranda's going to give you an application. I'll have you sign a receipt, Victoria. You will then meet with Fleischer for your bond conditions. I'm also ordering you not to be in possession of weapons as well. Do you understand? Okay, come on.
Go ahead and sign. All right, Judge, next is page 15, Phillips, come on up.
Mr. Delane, did you graduate from high school? What, you said 15?
He obtains GED.
What's
He
your,
obtains GED.
yeah, but hey, 15?
Oh, I'm sorry, Phillips is on page 15.
Yeah, okay. You're, Mr. Phillips, you're charged with failure to stop and give information, leaving the scene of an accident without exchanging information. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Judge, on September 1st, 2023, a law enforcement officer responded to failure to stop and give information call in Harris County, Texas. The law enforcement officer made contact with the complaining witness, who stated that she was pulling into a parking lot of a corner food store and observed the defendant's vehicle reverse into her direction quickly. The vehicle then rammed into the rear driver's side of the complaining witness's motor vehicle. The defendant's vehicle then quickly shifted into drive and fled the parking lot. The complaining witness took a photo of the rear of the defendant's motor vehicle after the accident and provided the license plate to the law enforcement officer. The law enforcement officer found the motor vehicle registered to an address less than a mile away and traveled to that address and made contact with the defendant. The defendant stated he was at the food store reversing out of the parking lot and struck the complaining witness. The defendant stated he fled without providing information because he did not have a driver's license. The defendant was identified with his Texas ID.
So can you run his license, please, just to make sure?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm just not showing a driver's license numbers, so I'm not sure if he is part of the license since then, but we don't have it in our system.
If you do not have a license, do not drive. I don't care what's going on in your life. I don't care that you have to go to work. I don't care that a baby needs to go to the hospital. I don't care there's a burning building and you need to save 50 kittens. If you don't have a license and liability insurance, do not drive. You will be signing an affidavit with me today. This is the promise that you're going to make, that you're not going to drive. You cannot justify getting into a car for any reason. And if you do, you can be facing an additional 6 months in jail on a contempt charge. Every time you drive, it's an offense in and of itself. Do you understand? What do you do with yourself these days, Mr. Phillips?
I work and take care of my little sisters. My dad had recently passed away.
Do you have a full-time job?
Yes, sir.
Did you graduate from high school?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I need you to qualify. I need you to fill out an application. I'll take a look to see if you qualify. I need to know everything about you. Do not drive, Mr. Phillips. If you want to drive, go get a license, get insurance, show me that you have these, and then we can talk. But until that point, don't do it. There's going to be HE double hockey sticks to pay if you do. You understand? All right, come on.
Judge, so it's just the no driving affidavit. Next, Judge, page 21, Wilkins, come on up.
Judge, to clarify on that first one, just no contact.
Correct.
Charges, yes.
No contact with complaining witness and then no weapons. Vic, what's the last name on the gentleman?
Wilkins, page 21.
You're Christopher Wilkins.
Yes, sir.
Wilkins, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Give the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. On May 20th, 2024, officers were dispatched to the address of defendant's stepfather. The complainant was stated he confronted his son about missing items. The complainant was told the defendant to get ready for rehab. The complainant was noticed his jazz bass guitar was missing and observed his neighbor's cameras, which showed his son to leave the house. The total value of that guitar was $480. That was all I have on this one, Your Honor.
Do we know he did it?
Your Honor, it stated that there was.
So dad is saying there are several items missing from the house.
Yes, Your Honor, including a guitar.
A bass guitar.
Bass guitar.
Anything else?
Yes.
Does dad call the cops on his own son?
Oh, Your Honor, it was.
Stop.
My fault.
Stop. Don't
Fault.
say a word. Are you losing? So why talk?
I'm not sure how the police were contacted here, Your Honor. It just says that they met and spoke with the complaining witness.
Another report written like it's just going through a drive-through.
So, Your Honor, the only thing I would say is, she's facing the Dims. The defendant had initially declined any of the allegations, but later told his mother that one of the items that was stolen, which was a bicycle, was later stolen from the defendant when he left it at his store.
But here he's charged with a bass guitar. What the?
Okay, Your Honor.
Have a pet lizard named George. Really? Mr. Wilkins, I'm going to find that there's no probable cause to go forward in your case. This life is a very short life. And when you start racking up convictions, it really hoses you. It's really hard enough as it is as a black man in today's society. And when you start racking up convictions, especially theft convictions where you branded a thief, do you think it helps? No, it doesn't. Get into school, get some knowledge, get a degree, find something to do, and make a lot of money. That's what life's about. Not ending up in court with a theft charge. You know what I mean? If you have a drug problem, address it before it becomes a real issue and it takes a hold and grabs you by the boo-boo. You know what I mean? Plenty of people in there. We don't need any more. Please.
Judge, that was the last arraignment, General. Counsel for reset? Phillips? Clarifa? Like 4-5 minutes is done. I got that. Boy, you know, they were going to sell
Good morning, Mr. Huang.
Good morning, Judge.
What's going on with you?
I have requested a plea, but we don't have one yet, offer. So
We're talking about Quinn. H.
on my case,
Do you have an offer on the case?
One moment, Your Honor.
Sure.
Judge, what's the last week?
Bottom of page 8.
Rita?
Lewis? Please step on, Your Honor.
Yeah, take it down.
What else?
I apologize, Judge. I was in court 4 and just sitting there for a while until.
Don't worry about it. You're good. We're glad that you made it. Did- Hey, Vic,
Yes,
did Stradley come here today?
yes, he reset it.
He already left?
Huh?
He already left?
Yeah, he already left.
Okay. Because we need to do conditions. It's a second.
I can't hear you.
It's a DWI second. We need to do conditions. I know, but I still want to put conditions. He's going to bond out, I would imagine, right? No, but I'm putting conditions first. I want to get conditions so we get a guardian interlock and now. Yeah, see, yeah, I mean, I want to put conditions on, you know? And if you can't say that we can give him someone in the interest for now, just for purposes of conditions, okay? It's okay, Tom. Shh. He can hear you.
Tom, I'm gonna send you an email on this one. I think we've got it worked out. Let me send you an email on it.
All right.
Just let me know when you're ready, okay? Hi.
Thank you, Judge. I just wait here in the link.
Come on up. Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning, Judge. I'm here on an off-docket matter. Is that okay?
Yes, okay, of course. What's your cost number?
There's two and, Judge, hang on.
I forgot my eyeballs too.
There's a DWI and that's cause number 2556097. And there's a tampering.
This is on Mr. Hernandez?
Yes, sir.
Are you representing him on both?
I am, and Judge, we just realized, I'm sorry, my staff, I just filed the notice of appearance on the tampering. We didn't realize they had two.
We have you connected.
Okay.
It looks like he has an ice hole.
Well, yes and no. That's why we're in front of you. So he apparently posted maybe the PR bond here. ICE got him from the jail. He went to immigration.
Oh.
And April 2nd, posted a bond there. But we've got two warrants. I believe these warrants are holding him. And so didn't know if, I think Harris County maybe has 10 days. I don't know for sure. They have a certain number of
What
days.
happens is that you don't get notice, or I guess we didn't realize that he's in immigration. We assume that he's out, he's gone on the lam.
Right.
So
And they didn't
we
have
should
a order to tell you, Judge, so.
So he's made bond on the immigration case?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so I can reinstate these bonds now,
Okay,
but as soon as he gets out, he needs to come here immediately for bond
of
conditions.
course, okay.
So we need to set a day.
What's the case number?
You ready?
Yeah.
It's 255-6097. There's two. I'll reinstate it now, but if he's not here by the next setting, I'll let him know that I'm going to end up revoking him because he needs to come here for bond conditions. I guess just pick if you want like maybe a week or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Appreciate it.
Of course. Did you get the cause number?
Yes.
There's two.
Anthony Hernandez?
Yeah, please reinstate both.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that is, I'll do the bond thing. Yes. There's three factors. He's on this one comment, all information on this document, and his terms represent the knowledge and it's the right answer. It's a, right, it's that.
Is discovery complete?
Yes, it would. But there is six of them.
Okay, what else? What do you? All right, how is the 26th? The fence can be valid in discovery and consider. Council, what we said? Chris, did you get any financial affidavits?
Yeah, for sure.
Richard.
Just for permission, if he's on. You know. You mind having a phone number so that the lawyers can get a hold of her, please?
So I'm thinking about this, like this, and if it wants to focus on transition development as it's tested. Whenever you're.
Yeah. You may call.
Yeah, she,
Tom.
I'll file a dismissal in that case. I filed a dismissal.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I filed a dismissal on when.
I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
I'll sign it as soon as I get it too, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Thank you,
take care.
Counsel. Take care. May I be excused, Judge?
Yes, sir. Thanks.
They dismissed the MRP, so they're not accused
Oh,
of it. And they amended his conditions, so we dismissed their affiliate.
Yeah, they should leave it like a-
Yeah.
I mean, if that's the case.
Yeah, they can go to intermediate sanction for facility for the 45 days. So he's staying in custody.
Okay.
It's on the amended orders.
Josh, you're not gonna be able to- I'm just not talking.
No, I don't. I'm not trying to, I just thought I would have seen you.
This will be nice.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I gotta call the non-target on a different case. But I gotta call him right now. So if I go to his- It's already a case that's filed, so it's like, what do you really know?
It's cheaper, so.
Yes.
Right. Okay, so that's where I was like, dude, does the DA know that our investigating? Okay, cool.
Hey, Pons. James, your guy just got a BVR on.
I know, man, how's that? My client, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him so many times that I feel like he's my brother now.
Testing positive, so
I don't,
I'm putting him on for Friday. Let him know he's got to be here, please.
no, he's here for Thursday.
Okay, so we'll see him Thursday.
Right.
Okay.
And I'm leaving traveling that day, so I guess,
You can Zoom.
okay, I'm gonna do my best.
That's why we have it,
Yeah.
you know?
But we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm not walking dismiss.
Okay, thanks.
Sorry.
We got to get this back.
Oh, you know,
Okay, walk in.
No. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Did you take your 911? Did they still do that?
Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks. Mr. Clay, come on up. Good morning.
I have a motion to sub in your queue for Juan Rios.
I'll sign it.
Thank you, Judge. I
Have
appreciate it.
fun.
I don't know, just from that 108 days old, so you had to. You said, and what else?
Judge, that phone violation that you just responded to for Herrera, he's one of our Monday, Thursday testers,
Yeah.
and those are just the confirmed lab results, but we've already addressed all of those results.
When was
Yes,
that?
so they send the bond violation whenever the lab confirms it, and the officer I wasn't here that day that he first tested, so they didn't specify that the results had been addressed already and that no BVR was needed.
Did we address those results?
Yes, we did, because the first ones with like the methamphetamines and everything, that's why we put him on the Monday, Thursday testing. And then the THC was his next.
I don't see a BVR was ever filed though.
It's in pending. Or if you just.
No, I mean, when we first got that BVR, it would have been filed as a first BVR
No,
whenever.
it was his first setting that we.
Oh, that was the
Yeah.
first set. Got
So
it.
then we tested him.
Okay.
So now he's on Monday, Thursday.
Got
So
it.
those results.
Okay.
We've already.
We'll test him again on Thursday to see how he does.
Yes.
Regardless.
Is that how many, 6 hours? Sometimes we're. Okay.
Yeah. They found us. ACR favors. Oh, I can smell them.
All right, so 520 is always in circles. It's just so.
Yeah. Yeah, I know something about, you know. Yeah, just do that. Yeah, I'm not very honest.
You're the same.
SHAFI.
Yes. She here?
Okay.
Motion a reset, but I think the case is older than 150 days old.
Yeah, where are we headed?
We're waiting on the RIP call and the 911 call. I believe the state has sent an escalated request.
Yeah, we've requested the 911 call twice, Your Honor. I'm not sure why it's not in yet. I would just request if we could just have one more sentence while I try and reach out and hound somebody to get the 911 in. It is.
Subpoena them to come to court. That's what I would do, you know, so give them 10 days, subpoena them to come to court. And then if they provide it to you, then great. If not, then, you know, but if they can't get you just the 911, then that's as simple as possible. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
So a 10-day discovery hearing. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, yes.
Sure.
On the second through the 24th. Council for Lisa. Oh, yes, it was discovery complete.
Yes, and we have a big,
What was the big deal?
that's a race procedural sanitation.
Okay, how's the name?
Yeah, I'll watch this fish farm violation. I go and see.
Council for Lisa. Just on with you. Oh. That's okay. Okay, good morning. Good morning.
Morning, Judge, my approach.
Oh,
Yeah.
How you doing?
Hi, Mr. Allen. How are you? What's new?
I've got Serato on your docket, copy for the.
Thanks. You too. What's new?
Is discovery complete?
Yeah, she got a bond violation. She failed to show up to a drug screen. She was at work. She did test yesterday. She tested negative.
Great.
Yes, sir.
Okay, is she here now?
She is here.
Am I bringing her over?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Come up, ma'am.
And I'm gonna reach out to the family the best. Sure. Oh, so we can go this up. Yeah.
I'm glad that you tested negative. Good job. Don't miss again, please. Okay, if it happens again, I'm gonna issue a warrant, okay? All right, good luck. Thank you. Thank you. Take care.
Yeah.
Council for Lisa? Did you get certification? Were there any offers? That's not, it's May 20 through the 22nd. Hello. I said, or 5.2, that will be a required appearance, but we will have to be in the first position, they're going to take it out. You're lucky. Yes, because of the age of the police. They considered it a law. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, sounds good, thanks. All right. Did you find him? I heard you were looking for him here. Council for Lisa? I was going to go ahead.
Hey, Carl.
Hello, Judge. Robert Shelby and the holdover, you wanted to, Bill Stratton had to leave, you wanted to.
You mind? Yeah, please.
You want me to put it back on to May 1st? Wait for.
Robert Shelby, he wasn't.
So I'd like to do PC. I just want to know, because it's a DWI second, but there's also an evading. If you could just give me a brief rendition of what happened, please.
Yes, sure.
When he comes out.
Yes, sir.
So just.
Oh, we got Cerna back there? Vic?
No, Judge. He's still on docket. It's been rolling there. No.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
I pulled it up now. Yeah, the being.
Where is this guy? I want to talk to this person. Oh, good. They got it. Okay. So, yeah, roll to tomorrow, please. Yeah, it shows for felony court. Yeah, we'll put him on for tomorrow then.
All right. Have anybody else?
Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Shelby.
Morning.
So your lawyer was here before I got here and he had to leave to go to a funeral. So I wasn't able to, at that time, to do conditions, but I want to put bond conditions on you because you now stand charged with a driving while intoxicated, second offense. You're also charged with evading arrest in a motor vehicle, which that one is a third-degree felony. You're facing up to a minimum of 2 years, a maximum of 10 years in prison into Texas in the TDCJ. So can you please give us, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you, sir.
Good judge. On April 3rd, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, an officer observed the defendant's vehicle traveling 117 miles an hour using a rear antenna radar. The officer observed the defendant weaved between vehicles in an unsafe manner, and a traffic stop was attempted. The defendant passed an available exit with no indication of stopping and ran a red light. After a 20-minute chase, officers stopped the defendant's vehicle using a pit maneuver. The officers moved the scene to a parking lot, and upon contact with the defendant, the officer noticed glossy eyes and bloodshot eyes with an odor of alcoholic beverage. The defendant was identified by his Texas driver's license, and standardized field sobriety tests were conducted. The officers witnessed 4 to 6 clues on the HGN, failed to keep balance on the walk and turn. The defendant refused the one-leg stand. The officer is a drug recognition expert and observed signs of drug intoxication. The SC was read, the defendant refused, a blood warrant was executed, and blood was collected.
Can you run his license, please? See, his license.
He doesn't know. So
At 117 miles an hour, Mr. Shelby, I'm now taking away your privilege to drive. I'm appointing you, Mr. Pruitt, here in the interest of justice now because your lawyer's gone to a funeral. But I'm putting these bond conditions on you now. And I want you to know that I will do everything in my power to protect my community at all costs. Do you understand?
Yes.
You are not allowed to drive.
Yes.
At all. You will be signing an affidavit. This is a promise that you're going to make to me that you're not going to drive. And if I find that you do, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to put a monitor on your ankle so I know that you're not consuming. You will be tested for drugs and alcohol. If I find that you're using, likewise, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. If you have a problem with drugs or alcohol, now is the time to address it. Because if you don't, and I see that it becomes a problem while you're on bond, I will address it for you. And I promise you're not going to like the way that I do it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I am now sending notice to DPS that you're not allowed to drive any vehicle that's not equipped with an ignition interlock on it. Every officer in this state will know that if you're pulled over and you don't have an interlock on whatever car you're driving, they will arrest you and put you in jail. And that is a violation of your bond condition here. Do you understand?
Yes.
You're not allowed to drive any vehicle that doesn't have an ignition interlock on it. As it stands now, I'm taking away your privilege to drive, so you're not allowed to drive. You will get a device on your ankle so that we know that you're not consuming.
No, sir.
So he's not required to get the interlock unless you rescind that order for him not to drive?
Correct. You will get a STRAM device within 3 days. Within 3 days of your release, you will be required to get a STRAM device. And if you fail to do it, then your bond is going to be revoked. As it stands now, you haven't made bond on the DWI in your felony case. That's why you're still being held now.
That's a STRAM device.
It's a device that goes on your ankle so that we detect through perspiration whether you are consuming it. All right. I just wanted to bring you out to give you notice of the condition that we're placing forth on you now. All right? Okay. All right. So we need him to sign this and then sign with me. And then. All right. Thank you so much, Carl. I appreciate it.
whatsoever or with, for free, properly said. Properly thoughts and did.
Stay on the same day. Council for reset.
Yeah.
There's another kind of stuff. Which one? It's okay, don't worry about it. Okay, so. They're here.
I do need a motion.
Mr. Delaney?
Right.
Mr. Delaney, so right, this is fine. I'm gonna have this time here on the insurance, and then I'll pick it up. And then I have your next one of April 23rd, and until you have nothing, I'm going to make sure about this. Mr. Subject, if you have any questions over this procedure, you can contact the child services. Yeah, I just. And then you're all good. No, you're just good. Yeah. I still have the one that belongs to the cell. No early meeting in March. I have definitely. Huh? Oh, no, thank you. I'll take those jewels. What are you selling? Oh, you're selling the chocolates? Okay, fine. Okay.
Ben, are you here for,
Yes, sir.
What kind of bars you fit from?
you talk to him?
Yeah. I think it's all, you guys can go check it real quick.
Yeah, take your time.
If you text her and shit.
You don't want to give it
What's your? She's going all right. This is my own. I'm very
Oh, maybe that's Mr. Jones, huh?
Oh, right. That's what you.
So I had, if no, then very probably this.
That's not.
Hey, yeah, of course.
I am here on Mr. Gonzalez, Diego Gonzalez. We were waiting to hear from Ashley Geis. We have not heard back yet, Judge. Reminder that we had applied for PTI. Originally, she said no.
I remember.
Okay. This, yeah.
I know that she was out for a week. When was she out? State, do you remember?
Sorry,
So Judge Geis was out for,
she's back.
how long has she been back, do you know?
Today.
Today's the first day back? Okay, so we'll give it a week then.
No problem. Can I waive his appearance again? Okay, thank you, Judge.
Unless if it's denied, he's gonna be here. If it's approved, could be here to do the TRAS. If it's still no,
It's done. So it's done on him. Diego Gonzalez?
so if it's approved, I'll waive it for you to get the contract and all that jazz. If it's denied, he's gonna be here so we can take care of it.
Okay, fair enough. Thanks.
It's fine. Mr. Jones wasn't brought up today, so I'm just gonna roll him this tomorrow.
They didn't bring him up. What happened?
Didn't come up for Jones, I'm not sure, Judge, but I was gonna vote for tomorrow.
Yeah, but it's weird. Okay, yeah, obviously we can't do anything without him, right? Okay, yeah, we'll roll it.
It's just.
Yeah. Yeah, how much money they give you on the examination, I know for it, I say, it's a extra church. But I think we're getting early investigations.
Just want to make sure that, because I started this more. And it was like, they'll see those
Issue warrant. 1004 on the probation case. Zandre Smith? Hey. What new law is this? Yeah. I don't see anything here.
Right, that's November 23rd. On my appointment.
Yeah, but it's from last November.
The address, Brown Family Road. Oh, that's the one. I'll look at. Oh, it's this.
Hey, Vic.
Yes. Yeah, 317 and 18.
Set up for a week, presence required, please.
Okay.
And then to test.
I should. Criminal crisis, that's good. No, we had emergency. Because I see it all. Yeah, so springs into that, and then we just need to spot that.
Just.
Yeah. So it's also first. Yeah. So now. That's what it's about. So I will have it bring. They're not. I don't know. Yes. Yeah, oh, she was at some of those. I love this.
Yeah.
What's the bottom of the page? What did you and council talk about you? About this.
Dismissed.
So I think it's t-shirt. It's all contracts. It's not so minor. It's so bad. Yeah.
Yes, there you go. And he's actually doing some function. It's Yeah, I think, yeah, there's research, so. That's.
Yeah, it's just. I think.
I don't. Mr. Delay.
Yeah.
Like, better feel. Maybe the rest. Okay, I'll. Delay. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So that it's the complaints is strictly. I still know. Crazy. Was this guy? Was okay. With this being heard. What's the man? Hey, how you doing? Good. I'm doing what's going on. We did. I recognize you. It's doing good. I like it. It's good. It's just fun. It's good experience. Yeah, it's fun for sure. I was in your oh, not bad, you know, to the men, they say, exactly, you know, that's how big. That's correct. There's President Constant. Yeah. It's awesome. You got your water? No. We have February results, so. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We got you. I agree that everything here. What's in the air? So it's in there. You guys want to involve with that? Yeah, I'm going to talk to the chief. Yeah, I think I talked to him. Didn't you have a long trial?
Yeah. You don't even put it in there, I haven't done it.
They can call this here.
Sure is.
It was really talk to you. I keep it with seven, so very, but like, no, I'll look with the next hour. Yeah, it's nice. I think it's nice. No, on. It lets him beach, but not having my heads out. Usually the sounds keep. Oh, yeah, okay. So I'm not still super good at everything. Figuring out. I need to rip calls on screen. That's pretty much what I'm saying. Yeah, it's pretty good. I used to have another here too. Okay, I'm not that. Okay, yeah. But. Yeah. You're just going straight for lower. Well, I mean, I don't know. There's a sale for a bunch of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably. Yeah.
I can't have anything else. Nothing to say.
I'm Joel. Joel. Yeah, that's cool. Other, yeah. There's maybe your approach.
Sure.
We had a couple of.
I was going to ask you about if we could review PC on Jeremy Miller.
Always. You said Miller,
Jeremy Miller,
jail or bond?
on bond, waived.
Say it again?
He's waived today, but on.
Okay. So it's a terroristic threat, 156 days. It's
I
an
know,
old case.
Your Honor, we've been trying to get in touch with the complainant. But I'll read PC, Your Honor. On November 3rd, 2024, officers were dispatched to 1504 Bench Loop for a terrorist threat call. Upon arrival, officers met with the complainant, who advised she's employed at Benton Hospital as a registered nurse. Complainant advised that she was attempting to administer an IV needle in the arm of the defendant when the defendant stated, quote, "Bitch, take the needle out or I will kill you." Complainant said she for life.
I mean, why?
So I would argue it's a conditional statement, Judge. It's take the needle out or this will happen. I think based on that, it's not an imminent threat, but it's a conditional. If you do this, I will do this. So I don't think it meets the statute for probable cause.
I mean, Your Honor, I would argue that, threatening to kill her in a hospital.
I mean, can that possibly be the law? So anybody can ever, if there's a condition, then it's never a terroristic threat?
I would need to look at the case law.
That would be,
I know there's someone with agreements.
let me pull up the statute. Hold on, let's see.
But I know that the way it's charged, Your Honor, is imminent serious bodily or death. What is it?
A person commits an offense if he threatens to commit any offense involving violence to any person or property with intent to cause a reaction of any type to his threat, place any person in fear of imminent serious bodily injury. I mean, it doesn't say if it's conditioned that, because the statement is he's saying, I'm gonna what?
And he said, quote, "Bitch, take the needle out or I'll kill you."
I mean, show me some kind of case law that says that a condition kills it, and then I'm with you. But I mean, there's obviously it's a threat,
I can look at
and the needle's in his arm at the time, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, if you show me that a conditional statement it's no good, then I'm with you.
And then I also wanted to ask you about Todd Wallace. That's
I remember Judge Wallace. How's he doing?
So, Judge, I'm not able to have contact with him. I went by yesterday in person, trying to reach him, and just have not been able to
Said
reach him.
it today because you couldn't get in contact with him, right? Okay. So I guess we'll look at.
And I spoke with Chief. He's essentially leaving the offer on the table of just an apology letter and a dismissal if he does end up back in custody. So I'll
Because
make a
he's-
note of that.
I'll leave the first setting to Your Honor if he does come back.
Did you put that in the notes?
I already put a note in there,
Put
Your
a
Honor.
specific note for
I'm
us.
going to revoke him now just because you have no contact. If he should show up, then we'll talk.
The exact note I have, Your Honor, the defendant is going to bond forfeit. When he comes back in custody, I will keep the apology letter offer open for 1
Yeah,
second.
we just don't know what circumstances are going.
Yeah, I understand.
So I'll do 1501. Or, sorry, 2501. Hey, so 2501 on Wallace. And I'm not going to do a BO. Hey, what's up? I like your MSU stuff. It's good stuff.
Thank you.
Red.
Back on Zelaya, I don't see him in here. Probably, let me double check.
That works.
Did you roll on?
No,
Wait, two, not six. Do you have a? Like physical address? Yeah. 9. 111,
I did a great job in this.
Lakes.
So, Greg, 5,002. I'm just going to revoke.
Yeah, I figure until
Um,
he shows up again.
Yeah,
Okay.
eventually get them. And at that point, we'll do exactly what we were doing before. We'll do it now.
Hopefully he doesn't pick up a new case in the meantime.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Judge.
Thanks.
Judge, I did find out too, they will pick up on Saturdays. I wanted to say that yesterday.
Should have done it. Greg, stay on? Will you stay on since you know about everything?
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. There's, my concern is say I'm not here for the day and he pops up that.
If he pops up, we can always Zoom. I'll call you. We can always
Fine.
do it through
Yeah.
phone.
I also get someone to fill in if I'm not here on that day. All right. Sorry. excuse me.
Okay, already. Again, no, it's okay. It's fine.
We're down now. Yeah, I'll go through this.
Right.
But we do Galveston, Fort Bend.
Thank you. I'm going to Good. I stay I don't know. Sorry, it's delayed in the last one. Sorry.
Hey, do I have to do any more bail orders? Do you know? Did we revoke anyone other than Zelaya?
Yeah, the last one's from 2018. It was the smalls. Yeah, but I wrote. But I mean, you did it. You did it, so.
It's fluid.
I mean, there's no.
It doesn't make sense to, there's, you don't allow all sorts of. So,
I mean, it's fun. I guess we can talk about it another time.
Yeah.
It's my, it's a fair thing, but I was just wondering.
if we were gonna do PTI.
Right.
Yeah. I would just do it with wait on.
I know, right?
Okay. Are you close to the
So I'm not like, I just have to go to PTI because I'm like, like, it's just kind of going for us. I said, new business insurance.
finally?
I agree.
Not before we that.
Agree with my friends, but it's something we have to do, but I think we should PTI. Absolutely.
Thank you, Captain. Have a good one. No, not really. You'll give us some.
Sure, yeah. Oh, sure. That's a couple. Yeah. So let's go get this. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna say, well, so let's do. Let's go. Oh, very cool. Yeah, it was. How long ago? Just kidding. He said that she always, there's an offer for all this, it's not bad. She really wants to see that the track where it she's good.
Judge, I'm gonna run over to Port 15 for a little bit. If you need anything,
We're
just.
dead. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Well, so,
Well, we're almost done. John has that.
Well, I don't, maybe I would have something like. Your dog.
Oh, we know.
Maybe.
No, yeah, I know.
Maybe, yeah.
Did y'all get the pack paperwork? Hey, Judge. Prosecutors, I just missed you. I just don't know. Can you check on that thing for pack?
Sorry, no.
No worries. Yeah, y'all, everybody has to do what they gotta do. I'm with you. We got another plea, so you're on there right after this side. Ms. Loyal, Alexander, I'm gonna sign your plea papers.
Sure, Pack, right?
Pack, yeah, Joshua Pack, time served.
I put the offer head everything.
We did.
There you go, Rich.
You know, I'll second your back, all right?
Judge, may I approach?
hey, Joe.
Good morning, Judge. We got Mr. Aiden Alexis Martinez, Judge. This is one that we've submitted a mitigation packet to Chief Geis, and we're waiting for a response. So I think we're at the,
Is it under Martinez?
yes, sir.
I got it. Okay. Is everything, they got everything?
Let me make sure real quick, Judge, and I'll see.
And that's your.
Yeah, we emailed the application and the non-driving affidavit and the our mitigation packet.
So assuming everything they got, we'll set you off a week to get everything.
Okay.
And then do the approval or denial. If it's, if there's nothing,
Mm-hmm.
if it has not been approved or denied, I'll waive it.
Okay.
And then I'll get on top of them. If it's approved, have they done a T-Res yet?
No, because we're waiting for a
Okay,
response.
so if it's approved, you got to be here to do a T-Res. Denied, same thing to do something, otherwise.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Jim.
Thank you.
Hey, John.
Okay.
Is next to the, so you might.
That's fine. I get Judge, I have two pleas we're gonna do together.
Yeah.
You want to do them together?
Yeah.
We still have. About 5 minutes ago, he told me he resent it, so you want to, Judge Mitchell, and Loyola, you ready? State just sent the other ones, so you want to do this Loyola first, and come back from time?
Whatever you want.
Let's go ahead. Did it come through? One with the here, tries. Done? Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. Okay. Oh, wait. Now we're ready. We're ready? I don't have to sign again? Okay. Let's look good going. For a little bit. Yeah, they still have this paperwork.
What happened with upstairs?
We're gonna go on a 15 months defer down here, and it's gonna get resolved.
They're going to dismiss that one in exchange for this one?
And
And the weed? Got it. Okay. You know, there's not many times that you're going to be afforded this kind of deal where they're going to dismiss a felony in exchange for a plea on a misdemeanor. So I would be very, very careful. If all this stems from self-control or usage of dope or alcohol, I mean, really, there's some people when they drink, they become the life of the party. They're happy, they're fun to be with, they crack jokes. And then there's some people that turn into the devil incarnate. If that's you, then this should be a wake-up call. If it's not, what's it going to take, 25? You're charged with two very serious offenses. You have the assault down here, you've got the assault upstairs. They're going to dismiss that felony assault in exchange for this one. You're entering into a very serious probation where it's a 15-month deferred. This is a type of agreement where if you complete it successfully, you do not end up with a conviction on your record, but it's not dismissed. If you complete it, there's no conviction, but you can't tell people it was dismissed. It's not dismissed. Just you complete it successfully, you don't end up with a conviction on your record. You need to understand that there's still an affirmative finding of family violence. You pick up another one of these, you're looking at a third-degree felony, another 2 to 10 at the penitentiary. Do you understand? You can also never own a gun or ammunition as a result of this plea bargain agreement as well. Do you understand? Is this what you want to do? You give up nearly every right known to man by entering into this agreement saying, look, I'm going to make it, and if I don't, you can put me in jail for an entire year. That's the agreement that you're entering into now. So for you to complete this successfully, you must do a batter's intervention prevention program. This is a tough one. This is a class that you have to attend once a week for 18 weeks. If you miss it, they're going to kick you out of the program. If you get kicked out, we issue a warrant for your arrest. We'll have a hearing here to see if you violated. No drugs, no alcohol. You will be tested like crazy to ensure that you're not using. You must also do a TRAS. This is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. If they assess other conditions, you must fulfill them as well. 20 hours of community service, $100 one-time donation to the family violence provider, no threatening or harassing abusive contact with Mr. Cockrell. Do you have children? I think that in lieu of community service, I would like to do a parenting class. And if she does a parenting class, then I'll waive the community service. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, you're stuck with this until you complete it successfully or it gets revoked. Do you understand? I like to reward people. You know, I like to encourage people to do well. And what I normally do is if you do well in this agreement, if you don't test positive for dope or alcohol, you get all your classes done and you're nice to everybody, I'll take you off in half the time.
Okay.
So you can be done in half the time. If most, just be nice. Don't pick up any new cases and don't use. You understand? Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense of assault of a family member? Guilty or not guilty? I'm not going to find you guilty now, Miss Loyola. I'm going to wait essentially for 15 months to see if you're able to comply with this. As part of this agreement, the possession of marijuana will be dismissed and your other case upstairs will also be dismissed as well. Do you work, ma'am? Do you get child support for the children or? Okay, cut her fees. It's never about the money. I don't care about the money. I care about you doing what you say you're going to do and showing up and doing it on time. The worst possible thing you can do is either pick up a new case or abscond. You just take off. That's an instant warrant in this case. You understand? So if you ever have any problems, come back. We can always work through it. We can talk about it, but just doing nothing and taking off, it's the worst thing that can possibly happen. All right, so I'll follow the agreement, send it to everything. Good luck to you, man. Please. I've never heard of the family violence provider. Is that the Houston area women's shelter?
Yeah, it's statutory. It's the $100 donation you're talking about. Or
Blaze.
the location. That's,
You said the family, huh? Oh, Sebastian put this on there?
the way he said it was like mandatory that. That's like-
No, I get it, but I've never heard. Do you know what this is referring
From
to?
what I understand, it's an actual program that the probation officer was directed to regarding.
No, the $100 fee to the family violence provider. Do you know who that goes to?
Not directly.
Only about Sebastian C.
I've never heard of that before. Houston Area Women's Center, I've heard.
Yeah.
Right, or MAD, but because normally in these types of cases, we do it to the Hawk, so.
I asked, I just
Okay.
knew it was mandatory, statutory for the $100 donation, but where, they chose that. I didn't.
I don't know if it's like a shelter. I'll have Sebastian email them, probably probation and try to with that.
Judge, I got you. We're still waiting for the paperwork, Judge, but I did want to talk to you about Miss Free. Let me ask Richard real quick, because we're just waiting for the, Miss Free. We're just waiting for the PTI.
What are we doing with this Miss Free?
Yeah, we're waiting for them to give us the PTI contracts. She's turned in her application on that. I just forgot to ask Richard real quick.
State, is Miss Free, is she approved for the PTI program?
Yeah, she should be, Judge. She's like a 0.1, she's like a. She's a 0.13, no crash. We've already turned in the application.
Still pending approval, Your Honor. There's no crash? No.
It's just a 0.13, just, you know.
0.13.
I mean, it should be a pretty standard PTI case.
If I could just have a moment to talk to Chief, Your Honor, and I'll.
Well, we probably need to reset anyway for them to get everything ready.
I know, but at least we can get the approval so they can get you the contract.
It should be. No worries. I mean.
Still nothing.
Still not. Okay. We're still waiting for the
Are we on today?
We're not, Judge, but we're just waiting to let that county board when they come by and kind of give you an update.
What's the word, Thunderbird?
Deal was still approached the judge and he was not there.
Do what?
Judge wasn't on the
Judge
bench.
Morton was off the bench.
He was off the bench, so,
You just reset it?
we got it reset, Judge. We are still waiting on, a couple things.
I'm just digging into whatever else I can still find, Judge. Lyft gave me some basic account records, so I wrote a search warrant to get the entirety of whatever records they have. And trying to see if I can get some call logs or historical data from his client's phone. My division chief just got out of a week-long trial, week and a half with the DA, so I know he wants to
Isn't that
come
the one
down.
that was yesterday?
Yeah. And I've obviously been sitting in that one too for the last week, so we're hoping to.
How long do you want to reset it?
We're set, I think, on Monday.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We're set on
The
Monday
felony,
in
yeah.
here. We just figured since we were here.
No, you might as well. There's no sense in wasting time. So yeah, whatever, what did you get? Did you get something upstairs?
We got a date, it's June 10th.
10th?
Okay, I guess set it for the same day. Are you gonna have everything by then? Promise?
Yes.
Cross your eye? Hope no.
Eye, heart,
A
whatever.
needle in your eye?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Thank you. Have a good day. Take care.
It's off Docket, it's tomorrow. Oh my God, there's super stones. Oh, that's what.
Is the internet not working? What the flip, man? We can get nothing to work in this place. I'm surprised we even have pens.
Everything is done. Oh, yeah.
I'll be recording. There you go.
Happy day, Judge.
Take care, guys.
Council, hold this up.
Discovery complete on Obama.
Things on the side.
Hey, Judge, Aviles,
Page 1.
Okay.
just waiting on DPS to send their evidence over.
It's 150 days. You don't have anything? What?
No, we have evidence we need from DPS, so we sent it over and it hasn't been released. So,
Can you tell me the name one more time?
Aviles,
Sorry.
so usually what happens is that you sign that document, the standing order, we send it over to them, and then when it's available, they release it to DPS, to DAs.
Sure. But if you've sent it over a while ago and they still haven't given it, I'm gonna have a problem with that. You sent it in December. We're now 4 freaking months later and you still don't have it. That's unacceptable. So I'll set it for a 10-day discovery hearing, and if they don't have it, it doesn't get used. It's unacceptable to wait for 4 months for evidence. So no. So,
Yeah, it probably is delayed, 'cause it's on the.
I just released it to you.
Oh, I have it.
It's on the.
So then we just need a regular reset then, Judge.
I'll give you a regular reset. Do you have an offer? Have you given them an offer?
Yeah, our office, your honor.
So at the next setting, you gotta let us know what you want to do. By then it'll be 180. Okay?
Sounds good, yeah.
Okay, have fun.
Thank
Hey, John.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna let you do anything on that first.
I hear you. Papers, just pass her, it's already. It's in there. I know, but for some reason they're saying.
It's not, you can't go redo it, there's already.
We were just trying different computers just to see if we can get it over there any faster, but they. Don't worry. No. Yes. We just wanna, yes, we're just trying to chop on blazes, you know, just because.
It's like it's a post vacation.
Exactly.
Exclusion zone. Yes.
John, yeah, I got it. Okay. Mr. Pat, just came through. So he told you. I know, I can choose.
Always going 100, man. Always going 100.
On your side? You want me to sign first, or you want to sign, and then I'm ready on. So I'm gonna. I'm gonna sign first, and you sign. And then check that thing.
Called police and said that each mother is was like, you know, information.
People were. Upstairs.
Yeah, so I went to go lost. I didn't know that she's all on the like.
Here's a pro tip, don't go to 174 or the 176. Yeah, like,
Really?
don't go. Given a choice, just don't go.
Why? I couldn't tell.
I'm live streaming, you don't. Just,
Exactly.
Well, I mean, I'm open about my distrust and hatred for the 19th floor, which has been mitigated by the election of Toto. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to say hi.
yeah, so she just got out of that big trial, huh? Man.
Yeah, I think she was trying something.
Oh,
I see
was
on
that
Facebook,
in talks, man?
weddings.
Hmm?
She's done like 15 weddings or something since she took the bench.
Already?
Yeah, how many weddings do you do?
I've never done one.
So How does she do all these weddings? I know as a JP,
You get paid for it too.
so in JP court,
I know JP's making.
it's a good
like,
side hustle. As a district
Under
court.
GER, like, just crazy money for weddings.
Yeah, a district court, I don't know. Yeah. I've got an off docket thing, Judge, you asked me to approach on. Okay.
Just do this.
Sorry.
Just give me 2 seconds. Let me get them out.
You're fine.
Coming up, sir.
The file.
Good morning, Mr. Pack. You sure you want to do this?
As we talked about probation, we talked about the
You
different
have no
choices he
convictions.
has.
You have no as far as I see, no convictions. Now, after today, you're going to end up with a conviction on your record. From now on, you're looking at 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up,
Yeah, the choice is, you can get the defer, you can get the probation that we talked about, but you decided to do the time.
When you plead guilty to something, it goes on your record and it stays there for the rest of your life. You can never take it off. And it will affect you when you try to get a job, try to buy a house, try to get a car, a loan for something, try to get an apartment. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, you're old enough to know that.
No, I was lost when you was like 90 days at the.
No,
I was lost because.
No, what I'm saying, you pick up anything else in the future from now on, it's a minimum of 90 days if you take this deal, because they can enhance your punishment to a minimum of 90 days in the future.
You're not getting that as a time served deal. The judge
I'm
is
served
going-
here, but what I'm saying is, you don't want to defer to try to keep it off. You just.
So if you look at the computer, I've been in TDCJ before. It don't matter. It don't matter. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It don't
I
matter.
don't see, I only get access to Harris County because I can't get them to give me access to anything else anyway.
I
So
understand, but I can tell you, and I
Okay.
at my time I done did my lesson. So if time served, I don't have to go to jail. I don't have to look over my shoulder. That's fine with me. I walk a straight line. That just was a unfortunate happen with my problem.
you're charged with resisting arrest. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you've done. Like I said, this is going to go on your record. It'll be there for the rest of your life. You're giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you plead guilty, that's it.
I understand.
This is what you want to do.
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense?
I plead guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'll follow it. Good luck to you, Mr. Pack.
Give me 1 second, get you this piece of paper, go downstairs so you don't have to go court cost.
All right.
I'll be with you in just a second.
Hi. Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Williams, on your bond docket, Tavion is his first name. He came back to court today.
Frazier?
Williams, I'm sorry.
Oh, this is the dude from yesterday.
Yes, and he is
Okay.
present. Sorry. Talked to Patrol Services, the labs did come back positive for THC. Yes, Judge.
Okay, come on up.
I think the offense date was March the 30th, sir, so a little more recent.
No more. I'm going to test you 50 days from today. If I find that you continue to use, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand? Do you have a job?
No, not at the moment.
It's time. It's time for you to start working and being productive. When you have too much time on your hands, you become self-destructive. That's what we don't want. I don't want you to pick up a 6th case or 7th case now within the next, that's it. I'm going to bring you back in 2.5 to 3 weeks and I want to see what you have done to get a job. If you've done nothing, you understand. All right, good luck.
And he did let me know he has enrolled in HCC for the summer session of college.
That would be great. That's great. But if you're taking 6 hours, you got to do something else as well. If you're taking a full load, then great. The more schooling you do, the more money you're going to make in this life. Knowledge is power, and with knowledge, you get money. That's what this life is about, not convictions. Do you understand?
Sir.
Good luck. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. All right.
Can you give your house number?
Is this from Mr. Wiggins from yesterday?
No. This is, Mr. Broussard, who's the fellow who's in the mental hospital, which reminds me.
I remember. Yeah.
Can we turn the lights off? There will be discussion of HIPAA-related information.
right, you want to go through the list? Let's be done.
Judge,
Sorry. Harris County.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, Judge, bottom of page 13, all he said is
I mean, it's a second time.
That's what I told him. I said, it's the second bottom, I'm not sure.
So he can pick another day this week.
Okay.
SFBF.
Next one is.
Really?
Oh, waiting on Jason.
So.
Oh, page 21, Wilkins.
All right, I guess do SFBF Friday.
Friday? Okay.
Yeah. You said Wilkins?
Yes, but on page 21, you found low PT. Are we expecting snow?
Hey, what do you want to do with Wilkins?
Yeah, right now.
That's the theft from the bike or,
I just want to talk to you, like, we're not missing anything here. Because Judge, I agree with you. I just want to make sure that we're not missing something here.
Okay, I'll put it on for Florida 28.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
okay.
So Judge, we're waiting on James Sims. He has 3 cases open and that's it. We're done. Oh, did we get all our dismissals?
What are they gonna do about the next?
Do y'all have all y'all's dismissals?
Yeah, please.
Which Sims cases are you talking about?
He has on page 17 and 18.
Okay, hold on.
Yes.
Okay, so Smith, we're doing that 1 week.
Yes, but I
To Pierre.
get a date from him.
That's okay. Yeah, I get it. Who's next?
And the other one is page 22, Willis. It's the AFM.
Okay, so you're just gonna get a reset.
Yep.
Okay, who's next?
The other one's in custody. Page 28, that one, you wanted a TRS done in custody, which you have done. And recommendations.
Local court is the local plan. Create drugs down to community potential, high risk. Need a record with IUPS on possession or nothing.
So sober court.
Is her name Lo?
Loyola,
Lo?
a dismissal for Loyola.
Yeah.
I'm down with either. So whatever Mr. Sims wants to do. If we do sober court, though, he's gonna have to go do orientation first and then he does the plea. Am I right?
The probation officer can assist with that.
Hmm?
Would his probation officer assist with that?
When we do sober court on someone, because it's been a while, don't they go to orientation first and then we do it? Because they have to go through orientation and then agree. But the problem is he's in custody. So how do you do orientation?
And I haven't done cert report. John, you know?
That's a lot of work.
I think I did veterans court not that long ago, Your Honor, with the defendant, and they had to go through orientation. I think it's similar. They just go through orientation and then they take.
But in custody.
I have no idea about any custody, Your Honor.
I would assume that if he's pleading to go cert report, that he would be getting out, right? It's probation.
I don't know. I guess look into it and look into it and see what the parameters are with sober court for someone who's in custody.
Because he wouldn't have bond, because bond would be done, and there would be nothing holding him unless he had some sort of warrant or hold.
Yeah, I don't know.
So he'd get out.
What, so if he pleads to probation, and the program that he's waiting on in custody,
Yeah.
then it's still possible.
But I don't.
No, but he does orientation first for sober court. Then he does the plea.
So he pleads here and then after orientation, we get the silver court, which court it goes to. Yeah, that's the way it goes. He'll plead and then we find out after orientation, which court gets it.
Okay, then we'll do that.
And then later I have to do a transfer order, checking silver court.
Okay, so if he wants to do that, then let me know. We'll roll it to tomorrow because I got to go to the meeting. And then we can do it tomorrow if he wants to. Okay.
We'll just roll over for the month.